ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। नत्वा श्रीभारती तीर्थ
नत्वा
श्रीभारती तीर्थ
विद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरौ
विद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरौ
अधीमहे पञ्चदशीम्
अधीमहे पञ्चदशीम्
कैवल्यपदसिद्धये।
कैवल्यपदसिद्धये।
We'll chant from the shloka number 26. एकमेवाद्वितीयं सत्
एकमेवाद्वितीयं सत्
सिद्धमत्र तु केचन
सिद्धमत्र तु केचन
विह्वला असदेवेदम्
विह्वला असदेवेदम्
पुरासीदित्यवर्णयन्
पुरासीदित्यवर्णयन्
मग्नस्याब्धौ यथा क्षाणी
मग्नस्याप्तौ यथा क्षाणे
विह्वलानि तथास्य धीः
विफलानि
तथास्यति
अखण्डैकरसं श्रुत्वा
अखण्डैकरसं श्रुत्वा
निष्प्रचारा बिभेत्यतः
निष्प्रचारा बिभेत्यतः
गौडाचार्या निर्विकल्पे
गौडाचार्या निर्विकल्पे
समाधावन्ययोगिनाम्
समाधावन्ययोगिनाम्
साकार ब्रह्मनिष्ठानाम्
साकार ब्रह्मनिष्ठानाम्
अत्यन्तं भयमोचिरे
अत्यन्तं भयमोचिरे
अस्पर्शयोगो नामैषः
अस्पर्शयोगो नामैषः
दुर्दर्शः सर्वयोगिभिः
दुर्दर्श सर्वयोगिभिः
योगिनो बिभ्यति ह्यस्मात्
योगिनो बिभ्यति यस्मात्
अभये भयदर्शिनः
अभये भयदर्शिनः
भगवत्पूज्यपादाश्च
भगवत्पूज्यपादाश्च
शुष्कतर्कपटूनमून्
शुष्कतर्कपटुमून्
आहुर्माध्यामिकान् भ्रान्तान्
आहुर्माध्यामिकान्तान्
अचिन्त्येऽस्मिन् सदात्मनि
अचिन्त्येऽस्मिन् सदात्मने.
Up to this shloka we have seen. I'll just give a quick summary what we have seen since we had some gap. The Upanishad Vakyam Sadeva Soumya Idamagra Asit Ekameva Dutiyam is being analyzed. Each and every word of the Vakya is analyzed. Idam Shabda Vicharaha, elaborately done. Idam Shabdena Jagat Uchyate. This Pancha Bhuta Panchabhautika Prapancha. This Panchabhautika Prapancha has its root in the Panchabhuta. So all were discussed. By Idam, everything were covered. Everything is covered and they are discussed elaborately. Idam Shabda. Many shlokas. Idam Agre. Sareva Somya Idam Agre Asit. Idam Agre Asit. Purvam. Agre meaning Purvam. Sishteke Prak. Purvam Asit. Katam Abhyakta Rupena. Abhyaktadini Bhutani Vyaktamadhyani Bharata. Abhyakta Nadharaneva Tatraka. Paridevana, I think in Gita Bhagavan says. So this Jagat was in Abhyakta Rupam. So Pura Asit, Srishteke Pura, Abhyakta Rup, Abhyakta Avastha. So Srishti is nothing but Vyakta Avastha. So Namarupa Avir Bhavaha Eva Srishtihi iti. So Idam and this Namarupatmaka Prapancha Avyakta Rupena Asit. Then Yekam Eva. Therefore, what was there before? Jagat not there. Namarupatmaka Prapancha Jagat not being there. Sat Eva Asit. Sat Eva Asit. Sat Brahma Eva Asit. The Brahma, which is one continuous existence. There is no break for existence. Objects may change. One object may change to another object, but existence cannot change. If existence also changes, then object will lose its objectness, that objectness, particular objectness. Suppose if the flower rose, the rose, before it was in the form of bud. The bud alone has become flower. Before bud, it was there in the seed form. It was in the seed. So what is then the seed only manifest? Not something new is produced. That which was completely unmanifest comes to manifest. The vriksha comes to manifestation from the seed alone. So the vriksha is in the avyakta rupam, in the seed. So nothing suddenly out of the blue comes out. It is there in the seed. That is why seed, that is why it is called seed bija. Vriksha se bija. If you sow the seed, you get that vriksha. Seed is amra vriksha, then you get amra vriksha only. You don't get anything. That's the order. So there's an order. Therefore, seed is seed gone. In the place of now sprout is. Sprout gone. Now in that place plant is. Plant was, now plant gone. Now in that place vriksha is. Flowers are, fruits are, branches are, leaves are, sub-branches, sub-roots. And again it gives offshoot and another plant, another tree arises. So all the way that asti existence continues, one continuous existence. Unbreako. There is no break. So therefore Sat doesn't undergo any mutation. Virus can undergo mutation. Coronavirus takes different forms. That is also, in fact, it is Brahma Eva, Sat. The virus takes different forms, mutation, but Sat is there. Previously, it was just coronavirus is. Now it has changed its form, different form, omega virus is. The is there. The Ramarupa, and therefore the attributes either gets new attributes or attributes are changed, but there is isness, existence, one continues. So, if therefore, to understand the Jagat, before the Srishti, the Jagat is the Karya. Want to know the Karanam? Analyze the Jagat. So, Jagat before the Srishti cannot be there. So, in what form it was there? It was in the Avyakta Rupam, Bija Rupam. So, it was an unmanifest form. Therefore, what was there? Sat eva asit. Sat, not only before. Srishtehe Prak, Srishtehe Paschadapi Sadeva asit. There is no point, there is no state, time where Sat was not there. The only thing which doesn't undergo any change is the Sat, Brahma, Ishvaraha. Everything undergoes changes. That is the law. Thank God everything undergoes changes. Otherwise, it will be one monotonous thing. Life also undergo changes. It is not the same. So first, Pura kim asit? Satyeva asit. Sishteke prak satyeva asit. Sishteke paschadapi satyeva asit. Therefore, Upanishad says, oh, okay, satyeva asit. Now, how many sats were there? A sat doesn't have avayava. Now, there is the author, then the three words were used: ekam, eva, advitiyam, ekemeva, advitiyam. The three words, the significance of the three words the author presented, as we have seen, that it is to negate the Trivida Veda. Swakata, Sajatiya, Vijatiya. These three Vedas are present in those objects, that objects subject to mutation, changes. Anatma as subject to these three Veda differences. That is why Anatma changes. Whereas Sat Atma, Sadatma doesn't have Swagata Veda, Sajatiya Veda, Vijatiya. What are these Vedas? The definition that also we have seen with the Drishtanta. The author to explain the three words Ekam Eva Advitiyam, that stands for Trivida Veda. Sat doesn't have Trivida Veda. Trivida Veda Rahitaha. What are these Trivida Vedas? Swakata Veda, Sajatiya Veda, Vijatiya Veda. The author explained with an example, Vriksha example, we have seen. Swakata Veda means it has got differences among itself. An object having differences among itself. Shariram is the best example. An assemblage. The Shariram is one integral whole, but it has parts. Vedas, differences are there. Leg is different from the hand is different from the shoulder is different from the head. All these they're different. Each parts have a function to perform, and they are put together, and that too intelligently. Bhagavan, that is the intelligence, the order. Appreciate the intelligence. Nothing happens by chance. There is intelligence. Our body is the pramanam for that. So therefore, Swakata Veda and Vidyaranya Muni gave the example of Vriksha. Vrikshasya Swakato Vedaha iti we have seen. And not that only one Vriksha is there. There are so many Vrikshas. Amar Vriksha, if you take, there are many Amar Vrikshas. One Amar Vriksha, and another Amar Vriksha, and another iti. There's a mango farm. Many mango trees are there. So it is not only one mango tree or one coconut tree. There are so many. So Sajatiya Veda. Then Vijatiya, not only mango trees, there are other trees. Palm tree, coconut tree, so many trees are the types, different types. Vijatiya Veda. So having defined what are these Veda through Drishtanta, then the Acharya, we have seen, he gave a logic. He gave a yukti. You see, Shruti is what Shruti says is the Pramana. So we should not question what Shruti says. Ekameva Advitya means Ekameva Advitya. How can you question the Shruti? Shruti being the Pramana. You cannot question the Pramana. You cannot question your eyes. Why the flower is red, rose, red color? That is red. The eyes are just the reporter. You cannot question the eye. You cannot make the eye see the color differently. Impossible. Unless there are problems in the eye. With timira, cataract in the eyes. Pramanam are just the reporters. When you open the eyes, you see the object. No free will. You don't have free will. It is pramana tantra, no, not kartru tantra. Therefore, Suchi being a pramanam, ekameva dvitiyam, that itself is enough. We don't have to establish, but the author, he does, because this grantha is a manana grantha. Therefore, for the three, gives a yukti. Shruti sammata yukti, tarka, logic. We are not proving what Shruti says by logic. We need to understand. Shruti is a pramanam. For our satisfaction, for our understanding, what Shruti reveals is the author tries to present through logical reason. Then it is appealing to our minds, because our mind is generally logical, analytical, thinking mind. So therefore the author says, Sat doesn't have Swagata Veda. One may ask, Namarupa is there? Namarupa is not the parts. They are not the avayava of the Sat. In fact, this Namarupa Abhirbhava eva Srishti. Manifestation of this Namarupa alone is what is called Srishti. How can it be a parts? Part means it be there. Manifest, unmanifest. Like Akasha. Akasha doesn't have parts. Akasha Sapi Karanam, Brahma, Sat. How can it have parts? It's logical. So Swakata Veda negated. Fine. What about Sajatiya Veda? Sajatiya Veda, yes. Gataha asti, pataha asti, mataha asti. Here also, Upadi Bhedataha, there is a Veda, seeming Veda. But Sat is there. Gatasan, patasan, matasan. The sun, asti. Astitam, there is no change, only the Upadi. Namarupe eva. Namarupe, because of the difference in the Namarupa, Vedha Anubhuyate. So, Upadistaha. This Upadi, This Upadi, that is Namarupa. This Namarupe Upadi. In that only Vedaha Anubhuyate, but not in the Sat. The Sat in Gata is the Sat in Pata, the Sat in Pata is the Sat in Mata. The Sat is there, but Sat alone cannot be experienced. Because of the Upadi, differences in the Upadi, Sat appears to be Binnam, different. Binnam eva pratiyate. Natu vastavikena Binnaha. Binnam, Sat na Binnam. Therefore, you cannot say Sadvastuni, Sajatiya, Vedaha, Asti, iti. There are so many such you cannot say. It is only one Sat. What about Vijatiya Veda? That for that we use the language of Nayayika. Sat doesn't have Pratiyogi. Pratiyogi, Abhava Pratiyogi. Pratiyogina Abhave. Therefore, Vedaha, Nasti. Krishna is different from Rama. Krishna is different from Rama. One should be there. And only there is comparison. There is only one reference must be there. Brahma is there. What is that related to Brahma? Brahma is alone. There is no Pratiyogi. Pratiyogi is there, then only one becomes Anuyogi. Pratiyogina Abhave, where is Anuyogi? So therefore, Pratiyogina Abhave Vedaha Nasti. Pratiyogitam Nasti, Sataha iti, we have seen. So all these you have to recall. That is the quick summary. Therefore, finally, it is established. What? Ekameva Sadvitiyam Sat Siddham. Ekameva Dvitiyam Sat Siddham iti. It is Siddham, it is established. So Aikya Avadharana Dvaita Pratishedaihi Trivihi Karmat. Vastunaha Sadvastunaha Vedatrayam Nivaryate. Therefore, when we say this, Kechana, mainly Kechana is this Shunyavadinaha, Baudaha, Shunyavadinaha, Madhyamikaha, Vigvalaha, they are frightened, they are not able to accept because when Sat alone, when we say nothing is there, they are not able to imagine this Advaitam Sat. They feel comfortable only with Dvaita Sat. We feel secure, Dvaitam. When this Ahankara feels threatened. See, when nobody is there, you alone is then suppose you alone are then the house. Then some sort of fear, frightened. In fact, nobody is alone. In fact, what is there is it's only you alone, everywhere you alone, Atma alone. What is the need for fear? This Advitiyam Sat, hearing that they become Vigvala Bhitaha Bhavanti. Therefore they say Pura Asat Asiti Evamiti Avaranayan Varnanam Kurvantaha Te Bhitaha Bhavanti Vigvalaha Bhavanti. And therefore that perception is like Magnasya Abdo Yata Akshani Vigvalani Bhavanti. Tata Tasya Dihi, their Buddhi is like that of the Indriya which cannot perceive the objects in the deep water. How can Indriyas perceive? Indriyas, perception of Indriyas are clouded in the water. Magnasya Abdo. For the one who is Abdo in the water, submerged, the vision will not be clear. Hearing, all these will not be clear. So the organs cannot function. Organs function, but the perception will not be clear. Similarly, Tesham Dihi, Tasidihi, Akanda Ekarasam, one continuous whole, homogeneous. Asat Shutva, Nishprachara, Bibeti, Ataha. So they are afraid, they're frightened. Gauda Padacharya in his Mandukya Karika, he says Gaudacharyaha Vivikalpe Samadhu Anyayoginam Sakaran Brahmanishtanam Atyantam Bhaya Uchire. So in the Nirvikalpa Shamitam, in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Here, Nirvikalpa Samadhi means, it is not the Nirvikalpa Samadhi of the Yoga Darshana. When we say Nirvikalpa, no Vikalpa, in the Samadhi Avastha, there is only Advaitam Sat. Samadhi Avastha, which we have seen in the 6th chapter of the Gita. The Samadhi was defined through many shlokas, Samadhi Avastha, and preparation also. Preparation for meditation. Samadhi is meditation, in the deep meditation. So, Injanevam Sadatmanam, Yogi Vigata Kalmashaha, Sukena Brahma Sansparsham, Atyantam Sukham Ashnute, Prashantamanasam Henam, Yoginam Sukhamuttamam, Upaiti Shantarajasam, Brahma Bhutam Akalmasham. So, iti, we have seen Sukhamatyantikam Yattad. From 21st shloka onwards, Samadhi was described. Sukhamatyantikam yattad buddhigragyamatīndriyam veti yatra chaivayam stitas chalati tattvataha yam labdva chaparam labham manyate nadikam tataha iti. Through 21 onwards, we have seen the Samadhi. That is the meditation practice, nididhyasanam. The nididhyasanam practice where the mind is focused on the dhyaya vishya, which is Atma. So therefore, what happens to that meditator? The meditator, meditation, and the meditator, they resolve. The Triputi Veda, Jnata, Jnayam, and Jnanam. These Vibhaga, these differences do not exist. There is only one Advaita Sattva, Nirvikalpa. That is called Nirvikalpa Avastha. Nirvikalpa Samadhi. It is not some new experience. It is in the meditation, by Nididhyasanam. It is Nididhyasanam. This Nididhyasanam with open eyes or closed eyes can be done, as said in the Dritrushi Viveka. So this, therefore, the point here is this Advaitam, Advaita Jnanam. Nirvikalpa means Advaita Jnanam. So where there is no Dhyanam, Dhyata, Dhyayam, the Triputi, the Trivida, the Veda Bhave. Now the Sakara Brahmanishtana, those who are Sakara Brahmanishta, they committed to Sakara Brahma, Saguna Brahma, they are also afraid. Because they are comfortable with Saguna Ishvara. They are comfortable with Saguna Brahma, Dvaitam Brahma. So they are also afraid. Only Brahma alone is the Bhayam Uchire. They also feel frightened. Because when Sakara Brahma, when Saguna Ishvara is there, he is available for your prayer. He is available. You can take refuge in him. You can hold on to him, cry, pray. You can ask. But everything is Brahma. Then whom will you ask? What you will ask? Brahmarpanam Brahma. Brahma will ask Brahma. Brahmarpanam Brahma Vihi Brahmagno Brahmanautam Brahmaivatena Gantam. Everything is Brahma. All the karakas are resolved. Who will ask whom? The asker is Brahma, and the asker is Brahma. What is asker also? That is, by what is asker? Prayer, ritual. That is also Brahma. Everything is Brahma. That is, the Agankara feels threatened now. Agankara can survive only when there is Dvaita Buddhi. Advaita Buddha, Nirvikalpa Samadho. What happens to Agankara? Atyanta Vayamuchire. Therefore, only Sakara Brahmanishtana Atyanta Vayamuchire. They feel afraid. And the Karika from the Gaudapa, Mandukya Karika, the author just presents it Asparsha Yoga. That's the name. Name for Asparsha Yoga means Jnanam Ityartha. It's Jnanam. So it's a name. So Asparsha Yoga Nama Yashaha Durdarshaha Sarva Yogi Vihi. It is difficult to accept, it is difficult to understand, it is difficult to comprehend by all the yogis. So therefore it is difficult. Yogina Bibhyati. They are afraid. Abhaye Bhayadarshinaha. They are afraid in that which is the source of abhaya. That it is abhaya, abhaye, that cannot cause fear. In fact, it is abhaya. In that they see, they perceive bhayam. So therefore, sarva yogi, other yogi means other than this Advaita Darshinaha, Advaita Darshi. For them, sarva yogi bigi, it is difficult to comprehend. Through darshaha, dukkena darshitum yogyaha. Very few only they understand this tattvam. Therefore, asparsha yoga vibeti. Asparsha yoga, the Vedanta Jnanam reveals the truth where there is no fear. But in that, they are afraid by darshinaha. Therefore, samsara. They should be afraid of samsara. They should be afraid of dvaitam. Instead, they are afraid of this abhaya advaitam. That is a lot. Because ahankara feels threatened. And their ego, they don't want to lose the ego. They survive because of their ego. So when the ego itself is threatened, they feel they get lost. It's something like the story that Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Vivekananda. We need not get to the literal meaning of the story, but this part alone we can take. When Paramahamsa he touched Vivekananda, then Vivekananda he lost outer consciousness completely. He knows Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he knows who Vivekananda is. He himself has said in his vision that he has a child walking the Saptarishi Mandala come down, and he also brought one Rishi along with him. The child was Ramakrishna and the Rishi is Vivekananda. The child came first and the Rishi came. Vivekananda came later. So when Vivekananda met Ramakrishna, I think second time or third time, it touched him. Then Vivekananda lost outer consciousness. Then he shouted, "Oh, what have you done to me? I have parents at home." Hearing this, Ramakrishna, he laughed. So Bhayam comes, ego feels threatened. For the unprepared, ego feels threatened. Anyway, by touching and all, whether you get to go to the consciousness, that is not our discussion, because those things and all, we don't give that importance. Otherwise, we always ask for some diksha, sparsha diksha, netra, the sparsha diksha and this divya sparsha is touch or gaze. Just by gazing, only by jnanam you gain this knowledge and become free. Maybe you may get some experience by touch, spiritual touch, whatever it is. So therefore, this example is only that Vivekananda was afraid, as he was a kid at that time. So Bhayadarshinaha, so not able to digest the fact. That is why preparation is required. Ego feels threatened. That is the Bhayam Uchire. And therefore, Bhagavad Puja Padascha, Shushka Tarka Patun Amun, this, therefore, the Madhyamikan is this Baudaha, the Shunyavadinaha. They are Shushka Tarka Patun. They are Pattu, they are clever, intelligent in Shushka Tarka. Shushka Tarka is dry logic. The logic which is not in keeping with the Shruti is called Shushka Tarka. Tarka is an important tool, but if it is not in keeping with the Shruti, then that logic is of no use. You cannot arrive at anything. And this Bodhaha, Madhyamikaha, they are Dhrantaha and they are very intelligent in this Shushka Tarka. Therefore, Achintye Asmin Sadatmani, with regard to this Atma, which is inconceivable, incomprehensible. So, they are Bhrantaha. They are Bhrantaha. They are Brahmadarshinaha. Bhrantaha, they got Bhranta Drishti. They have Bhranta Drishti, Natu Sadrishti. Therefore, Brantaha iti. They have Brahma. They have confusion. So in the Atma, Achintye Sadatmani. Achintya asmin Sadatmani with regard to the Atma, which is Achintya, not conceivable. It's not an object. It is not an object. Therefore, they are Brantaha. They are deluded. With regard to Brantaha, is deluded. So Brahma Darshan, they got Brahma Drishti. Therefore, Brantaha iti. Up to that we have seen. Now, from the next line, next shloka, 31. So this is the background. So now you can understand what is the discussed here, what is the next, what is the topic. Now the next shloka, 31, let us read. Anadritya shrutim maurkyat
अनादृत्य श्रुतिं मौर्ख्यात्
ime bhaudhastamasvinah
इमे बौद्धास्तमस्विनः
apredire niratmatvam
आप्रेतिरेणात्मत्वम्
अनुमानैकचक्षुषः
अनुमानैकचक्षुषः
Shrutim anadritya. See this Baudaha, Vadam Shruti is not a Pramana. Therefore, Shrutim anadritya. Not taking recourse to Shruti. Shrutim anadritya. Na adritya, anadritya. Adritya, the Levanta. Na adritya, anadritya. Adritya. And na adritya, that is, nalopo nai, tasmanudachi, by that. You get anadritya. Remember in Samasa we have seen anadritya. What? Shrutim. Shrutim anadritya. So they don't take resort to Shruti. They don't consider Shruti as a pramanam. Shruti is not the authority for them. Therefore, Shrutyata jnana abhavat. Therefore, Baudaha, they are ajnaninaha eva. Tamasvinaha. Not tapasvinaha. Tamasvinaha. They are tamasvis. Tamaha asya asti. Tesham. Bhagavachanam it is. Tamasvi, tamasvino, tamasvinaha. Vinipratyaya. Vinipratyaya in the sense of asya asti iti. Like tapasvi. Tapaha asya asti iti. Tamaha. So Bauddhaha Shruti Manadritya. Therefore, Shruti Anadritya, therefore they don't have the knowledge of Shruti. They don't understand. They don't accept the Shruti. Therefore, they are Brantaha, they are Ajnaninaha, they are Tamasvinaha, Bauddhaha. Therefore, Murkyat. Why? Why they don't take to, why they don't have respect? Adara. Adara for the Shruti. Respect. Adritya. Adritya is Adara, respect. Shruti is Pramanam. Apurashaya Pramanam. They don't trust, they don't have regard for the Shruti. They have Anadritya, not taking recourse to or disrespecting. Not taking recourse means what? Disrespect. When Shruti is there as Pramana and you don't consider it, it means you are disrespecting. There is no consideration. There is no consideration of the Shruti. They are Nastikavadi. They don't consider that. Why? Because they are Murkyat. Why? The reason is Murkyat. Murka. Murkyat. Murkasya. Murkasya bhavaha. Murkyaha. Modasya bhavaha. Modyam. Here Murka is different. Muda is different. Bhajogovindam, 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 Mudamate. They are Mudamate. You will find some translations. Mudamate is, oh fools. Not fool. Muda matihi yeshamte muda matihi. Their mati, their buddhi is muda, deluded. So, deluded people, muda mati. Here it is not deluded. They are not, here it is not. Here, murkaha, Vijayana Muni says here, murkaha, they are fools. Out of foolishness, murkyat. Out of foolishness, Shrutim anadratya. They don't respect, they don't consider Shruti. That shows their foolishness, murkyat. Ime baudaha, this baudaha, and they are ajnaninaha, tamasvinaha. Tamas means dark. Dark means it is ajnanam. So ajnanamasi asti iti ajnani. So therefore, not ajnanam, jnanam, na jnanam, ajnanam, ajnani, na ajnani, can say also tamasvinaha. So morkya shruti manadritya, they don't consider ime baudaha, tamasvinaha. These ignorant people, these stupid people. Tamas is darkness, therefore ignorant people. Morkya out of foolishness. And niratmatvam apedire. Anumanaika chakshushaha. It's a beautiful word. Anumanaika chakshushaha. Anumanam is the pramanam. They are interested in this logic. Tarka. Anumana. Anumana eka chakshushaha. Chakshush means eyes. These people have only eka chakshu, one-eyed. They don't have two eyes. For them, only one eye is there. What is the eye? Anumanam. Here, the pramanams are compared to the eyes. So, we have two eyes, not the physical eye. That is, eye stands for pramana. One is Paurishaya pramana, other one is Apaurishaya pramana. Only when you accept these two, then only you can operate, you can really see through things and understand. You must have these two eyes. Paurishaya pramanam as one eye. Science, let us say, for example, science. With regard to the research of the objects, the srishti, the cosmos, etc., science is applicable. Science operates on pratyakshadi and anumana pramana, arthapati. That is one eye. With regard to the Vishaya which cannot be covered by science, apurushaya pramana. You should take resort to apur. Therefore, one must have one intelligent people. If one is an intelligent person, he must have these two eyes. Paurusheya pramana has one eye, apurushaya pramana has the other eye. But these people are eka chakshushaha. It is bhaguri samasa. Anumanam eka chakshuhu. Chakshush is Srilinga, so Napumsakalinga. Chakshuhu, chakshushi, chakshumshi. Because here referring to the Bauddhaha and referring to Bhagavati Samasa, it is Pullinga. Anumana eka chakshushaha. Anumana eka chakshuhu. And Bhagavachanam Anumana eka chakshushaha. Bhagavachanam, chakshushaha. So Anumana eka chakshu. Bauddhaha Anumana eka chakshushaha iti. They have got only one eye. One eye they are trying to understand this. When they don't accept Apurushaya Pramanam, Shastram, how will they know? How will they understand? So Anumanam eva chakshuhu, ekaha chakshuhu, yeshamte, Anumanaika chakshuhu. So they lack one eye, which is Apurushaya Pramanam. So these two should go together. Should go together means not one covers the scope of the other. Science is a pramanam for understanding the vastu of the objects of the jagat, the world. The jagat, what analyze it, want to understand the jagat, the objects of the jagat. Then science, cosmos, cosmology, or anatomy, whatever it is, they all come under the ambit of science. What cannot be covered by science? There's something beyond science. That's why we say that where science stops, there philosophy starts. That comes under the purview of Shastra. Therefore, one have to appropriately apply the pramanam. So, therefore, these two eyes are required. And these people are Anumana Ekachakshusa. In fact, we have this Dvadasha Darshana, 12 systems, schools of philosophy, Darshanam, Darshanika. Each Darshanam has its own Darshanika, the philosopher or the promulgator or the originator of that Darshanam. So 12 Darshanams are there. Among the 12, 6 are Astika Darshanam, Astika Darshanani, the 6 are Nastika Darshanani. And the Nastika Darshanani is, we have this Jaina Charvaka. Charvaka is first and Jaina. Other 4 are all Buddha eva. The other 4 are, they are Buddha eva. And they are Buddha, that is Yogacha. Buddha has got 4 divisions. Yogacharaha, Madhyat, this Shunyavadinaha, Madhyatmikaha, and Sautrantika and Vaibhasika, iti, the 4 are there. They have, among the Buddhism itself, we have 4 divisions. What Buddha taught was explained differently by these 4. So they're all Nastikavadi. Why they are Nastika? Because they don't accept Shastra as a Pramanam. Shruti Manadritya. They don't have one eye. They don't use the choice, the free will. The one has given, they don't use. That's why they are Shuska Tarka Patuhu. Everything cannot be explained by logic, but they try to explain everything by logic, and therefore they end up in trouble. And Shunyavadi, Shunyavadi is the one who is talked about, taken here, Madhyamikaha. Shunyavadi. For Shunyavadi, and they are Anumaniki Chakshushaha. Padam Pratyaksha and Pratyaksha based. The Anumana, Arthapati, these are the Pramana. What about the Astika Darshana? Astika Darshana also, if you take the Astika Darshana also, among the Astika Darshana, this Sankhya Yoga and the Nyaya Vaisheshika, even Purva Mimamsa also. Purva Mimamsa also, yes, even though they are Astika, they accept Shastra as the Pramanam. But they are not really truthful in their acceptance of the Shastra. Why we say? Because they have their Siddhanta. So they accept only that which are conducive to their Siddhanta thinking. The Purva Mimamsaka, they accept the entire Shastra as one Shastra. They accept the entire Shastra as one Shastra. For them, there is no jnana. The moksha is what is called going to Surga is a moksha. How can going to Surga be the moksha? Surga is a place which you reach. A travel is involved. You need punyam. Punyam is earned by karma, by doing. So what you achieve by doing cannot sustain forever. Because it is achieved by doing, by karma, it has its limitation. It will go away in time. Therefore, they don't have the logical thinking analysis. They employ no logic. The logic of, see, what Shastram says, that should be keeping with the logic. It should not be illogical. So therefore, because Shastram says we need not accept illogical statements of the Shastram. Shastram doesn't have illogical. If at all, if it is there, then one has to apply buddhi and explain the statements. Shastram doesn't say anything illogical. Shastram also doesn't present Atma logically. It is not a logical proof. Shastram is a pramanam. So what Shastram says, one can analyze logically, like Nyaya Prasthana, Brahma Sutra does. Shastram says this karmapala is anityam. If karmapala is anityam, how can Surga be the moksha? Going to the Surga Loka and remaining there forever. Karmapala is anityam, Surga is also praptam by karmapala. And you go to Surga Loka and remain forever. It is illogical. It is like the modern the religion, Christianity and all. They say, so heaven is permanent. If heaven is permanent, hell is permanent, then what permanent is it that? Then there will not be any difference being in the hell or in the heaven, because continuing to be there, because it is permanent. One starts enjoying being in that, in fact. So heaven is no more a place of, hell is no more a place of dukkha, because continuing in the hell, you are used to that experience. So you know, so you will naturally be accustomed to the pain. The pain become your nature. So pain will not become a pain anymore. So they're all illogicalities involved. So therefore, one must have a balanced, a committed vision that only Vedanta has. So they analyze the Shastram, Shrutimata Tarkona Sandhiyata, apply logic which is in keeping with the Shastra. So therefore, what Vedanta says should not be against the logic. Therefore, one must explain what Shastram says logically. Therefore, Shastra and Tarka are accepted. You cannot just prove it by Tarka or Shastram. You have to explain, you have to apply. That's why we have this, some tools, Shatliga, etc. to arrive at the Tatparyam of the Shastram. Upakramapasamharaha, Abhyaso Purvatapalam. So we apply this Shatlinga, the 6 factors to arrive at the Tatparyam of the Shastram. For that, Mimamsa is a tool. So therefore, Vedantis are only enjoy the balanced approach. And these are Madhyamikas, Bauddhaha, this Shunyavadinaha, they are Anumanika Chakshushaha. Ime Bauddhaha, Tamasvinaha, and they are Niratmatvam Apedire. Niratmatvam is Atma Abhavam. Absence of Atma. Niratmatvam is Nir. Nir means Abhava. Abhavarte Nir Upasarga. So Niratmatvam, Avibhav Samasa, in fact. If you remember, Avyam Vibhakti Samipa Samruddhi Vridyartha Bhava Tya Samprati, that Artha Abhavate, in fact, if you will see that Sama Sutra, that there it is used in the sense of Abhava. So there Atma, Niratma, Niratmatvam, the status of being Atma not there. Niratmatvam, Apedire. Niratmatvam, Apedire. Apedire. Praptavantaha ityartaha. Apedire is litlakara. Padadatu. Padadatu, Atmanepadi dhatu. Padyate, Padyate, Padyante. So litlakara rupam is, litlakara is Yesh. That is, Ta and Ja will be replaced by Yesh and Ire. Therefore, you have this form. Apede. Apede, Apedate, Apedire. Bhagavachana. Apede. That pad, duplication happens and the abhyasa become lopaha. All those things you will see. Apede, ekavachanam. Apedate. Because Atmanepadi, therefore, Yesh, Ate, Ire, Apedire, Bhagavachanam, they resort to Atmanepadi, form Padadatu, the Upasarga, little rupam. So Baudaha, Apedire, Praptavantaha, they resort to, they reach Niratmatvam, Shunyatvam, Atma, Abhavatvam, Niratmatvam, Ke Tamasvinaha, this Baudaha, who are Eka Chakshusha, Anumana Eka Chakshushaha iti. They got only one Chakshu. So Ajnanasya, Ajnana Chakshu. So that because they are endowed with Tamoguna Yuktaha, Buddha, therefore only Tamasvinaha. For them, Anumanam is the only Pramanam. Therefore, Shrutim Pramanataya Namanyate, Anadritya, Shrutim Anadritya. Shruti Anadara is therefore only they are Nastika. So Shrutim Anadritya means they are Nastika. There is no Adara for Shruti. Therefore, Nastikaha iti uchante. Therefore, for the Mukyam Pramanam is Anumanam. Therefore, Anumanam is only Chakshu. Only Chakshu means Pramanam here. So Anumana Eka Chakshushu. Chakshushaha. Ete Buddhaha Anumanam eva svikurvanti. Kintu Vedandina Shruti Sammatam Anumanam Tarkam svikurvanti. That's the difference between Vedanti and these people. Even Vedanta also we have to apply logic. We understand the statements logically. Unlike the Purva Mimamsa. Amnayasya kriyaratvatvat anarthakyam tadadattanam iti. Every statement of the Shastra is meant for, they try to, every statement of the Shastra, they try to prove it is meant for doing. It is meant for, it's an injunction of the Shastra. It is karma pradhanam. Only karma. They forget the fact that karma is anityam, karma phala is also anityam. So that's the problem with the Purva Mimamsa. Even though they are Astikavadi, they have this problem. So therefore you can see Vedanta, how it enjoys a balanced approach. So all this involves thinking, a lot of thinking and analysis. Of course, it all based on the clear vision. Not just seeing, not just understanding the words of the statement. You have to connect the words. You have to connect the words in keeping the vision. You have to take the meaning of the words in keeping the vision of the Shastra. So therefore, Vedantinaha, that's why Vedantinaha, we accept Shastram and we also apply logic. That's why our tarka is Shruti Sammata tarka. So and here commentary, no commentary, Tadvartikam patati anadritya iti. Then the next shloka, it is next shloka I think we will read. We'll read in the next class. Another important one, next shloka is where we ask this question. We need to discuss that. That's why next class we will see. The Shunyavadis are there. Asat eva asit, that is contradictory. To say non-existent exists, it's a contradiction. It's got a vyagata dosha. That is what is presented in the next shloka 32. You'll see that in the next class. So we'll stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Dhanyavadah.
धन्यवादः
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
गुरुजी.
ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸರ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.